Today, we are at Webb Sunchase, Parrish, Florida's newest active adult community, 55 plus in Manatee County. This one is going to be a doozy. 427 acres, just over 1,000 home sites, and Webb classic 18,000 square foot amenity center. You're going to want to stay for the whole thing. I'm walking every single mile today, talking to you about what options there are, when the best time to buy is.
Trenton Miller, the realtor, found your place, found your door. From the sand to the front porch swing, he's got that welcome home thing.
We're going to talk about the amenity center. Obviously, you're here looking at Webb. Lifestyle is important to you. We're going to go over all that, what the fees are to live here. And guys, remember, I worked for Webb for almost 6-7 years, then for David Weekley in operations. I know the home building world from the inside out. That's why I try to give you these tours, to give you as much information as I possibly can for you guys who are looking either from out of state or even within state and don't want to waste your time by going to all these models. That's the goal of these videos. Guys, if you like this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I try to do as many of these for you as I can. And if you're at all interested in finding out more information or want to come tour, don't hesitate to call me, email me, whatever's easiest. I am on your side here to get you the best deals. Make sure you're understanding the entire buying process from start to finish and just having some boots on the ground and someone in your corner during the purchase process. Let's go take a peek at Webb Sunchase.
Welcome to the good life, kicking in the sunshine, rolling like a beachside country road. Little bit of island, little bit of front porch, boots in the sand where the palm trees grow. Hit that light, right.
All right, we're outside of the Palmary right now. This is a 2 to 3 bedroom, 1943 square feet. This fits in the Distinctive series. They have the exterior elevation with the porch. Looks really nice. This one has been a new floor plan here at Webb Sunchase versus Webb Bayview. And I think there's some things in this plan that you'll notice right off the bat. The ceiling heights are a little bit taller. You got the guest bedroom up here in the front. Got the secondary bathroom here. Now, what you'll see in these models, remember, isn't always what comes included. So obviously Webb, you have options, you have structural options. For example, something like this, you see how it has the glass double doors on there. Number one, you'd have to make sure it comes with doors at all. Number two, you can have the solid doors or do different glass panel doors as well. That's typically how it's gonna work in a place like Webb. Like right here, obviously that's just a piece of furniture. That indentation will come there. They used to be able to offer a built-in there, but they don't anymore. The sink cabinets, that's an upgrade. Washer and dryer is an upgrade. Everything you see in the mall is an upgrade, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself on that. I just want to make it clear that the space itself is going to be there, but a lot of these options would be stuff you can add on in the design center. So something like a Palmary that's listed at $432 on the base price, you're looking at, you know, probably higher, closer to the mid fives, higher 500s when you're saying all in. Now, I like how they show this one without the gourmet kitchen. They show it with the microwave stacked above the oven. You can get the gourmet kitchen in here, but they kind of show you what it would be standard. Now, this is an upgraded range specifically because it doesn't have the clock up in the back there, but you have the nice KitchenAid dishwasher as well. This is a granite composite sink. Very good for stain proof. Nice countertops. There's plenty of cabinets in this kitchen layout. I want to show you here. They did a really nice built-in pantry. Obviously that's an option, not included, but it's good size nonetheless. Wire racking is standard. Interesting floor plan. You got the dining room right here. It's kind of one big square defined by the furniture itself. So definitely for those of you who are good with interior design, if you walked into an empty one of these, it might be kind of overwhelming to know what goes where. But when you see it with the furniture, it makes more sense. Good size covered lanai, kind of travels the entire width of the home. And then obviously they did the outdoor kitchen option, which looks really sharp and, you know, just gives you that indoor outdoor living that a lot of people are looking for in Florida. So as you go on the side here, you got the owner's bedroom, very good size. Really nice chandelier that they did in here. I like their interior design. Very coastal modern. Owner's bath 6. So this is that extended shower called the super shower. They got the 0 entry there. They got the rain head up top, another shower head there, and then it's nice. You got the bench and the shelf there. And then they have the handles positioned here at the front so that when you turn them on, you're not getting soaking wet by having to go walk over there. So smartly done there. Dual vanity, good size closet. Actually, it feels a little bit bigger than you would imagine when you first come in. And then you got the enclosed owner's bathroom here as well. So Palmary, great option for those of you who are looking in the distinctive series. Maybe you're not sold on the Mystique or the Prestige. It's definitely a good option. You kind of have all the rooms on one side, and then one side is the open living space. So on to the next one. So I don't know if you guys can read this sign, but it says, discover the Del Webb difference. Amenities are provided free and clear of debt to your HOA. Considering others, ask about amenity completion dates and ownership structure. So Del Webb, literally, the guy wrote the playbook for active adult communities. One of the things that Del Webb does really well is they don't leave the residents in absolute shambles when they leave the community. They make sure that all the financial structures of the community, of the amenities, of the HOA are in good standing. I know the reason they do this is because they have the reputation across the country as being active adult. And if they just messed up one Del Webb, that reputation goes out the window. So they take that very seriously. That's why they're advertising it in their model circle. Okay, so it's very important that you guys know that. It is something to ask other builders if you are looking at active adult. Okay, this next one is the Mystique Grand. So the Mystique Grand, what does that mean? The Grand just means you're adding a second story. Mystique is the actual plan. The Grand means it's that loft and the bedroom upstairs. So let me show you what it is. It's got a really nice elevation. The Mystique itself is one of the most popular floor plans in all of Del Webb across the country. And so as you're walking in, remember, it doesn't have to be a 2-story. It's just set up like one in the model. We'll kind of show you what would change if it was different. So come on in, nice wide hallway up in the front. Immediately, like most of the floor plans, you're gonna have the bathroom and then bedroom up in the front. You're coming back to the center here. If you go to the right, that's your entry from the garage. Again, the nice drop zone area, and then a really well laid out laundry room. So coming back, again, this is what I was talking about. So this is them just leaving that flex space open. You can do the double doors or add the flex space there, add the glass doors, whatever you want. Most people close that off, but you don't have to. Now, you got the upstairs here. So if you were just doing the 1-story, this would be a wall. But for those of you who have grandkids who are coming, might be a good option. Look how cool this kitchen is. They ran the black quartz all the way up as the backsplash. So very modern look in here. And then it opens right up to the gathering room. Gathering room, people really like how when you're kind of using the dishes, using the sink here, you can kind of look out and see the whole family room. Now, this is a little bit overwhelming as to how many ways there are to arrange the Mystique on the first level. So right now they have the windows there. That's standard. And then actually those sliders right there are standard. Those are an upgrade. So what the options are is you can do 3 sliders here, 2 sliders there that are standard and add those sliders. You can do sliders there, and a window in the back. Or you can actually do the 0 corner slider right here and even have the window there. So a lot of different options in terms of how you can arrange the Mystique. So depending on which one you walk through first is usually what actually people prefer. But walking outside, nice space for an outdoor kitchen. They did a really cool outdoor fire pit area. And then who doesn't want a little mini putt in the back? Let's go ahead, see if they have a golf ball. Let's make a putt here. How about if I make the putt, we get a free golf cart on hopefully my purchase. So I'm a lefty, so please don't judge the technique here, but let's see what we can do. Oh man, I left it an inch short, but pretty cool idea to have the putter, have the putting green out in the back. I definitely like that. Although I will say, if I had the putting green that close to my house, I don't know if my wife would see me as much as she does. All right, coming back inside now, I'm going to show you the owner's bedroom here. You got the nice bed. They did the drop soffit ceiling, so it's not a tray ceiling technically because it doesn't change the truss system up top. It just drops the sides down and gives the illusion of a higher ceiling. So got the dual vanity set up here. Here's the standard arrangement in Mystique with the walk-in shower with the bench. And then they kind of give you a little space for an extra vanity, makeup vanity area. I've seen people put clothes hampers there. You got the enclosed toilet. And then not the biggest closet in the whole world, but as you can see with custom closets, you can pretty much make any space feel big enough. Now we're gonna go upstairs, check out this loft area here, but again, this is only if you want to add the loft. So the Mystique itself is gonna start at 1889 square feet, 428,990. Adding the loft upstairs is gonna add, well, your base price is 495,990. So you're looking at about almost a $70,000 addition to add about 900 square feet. Really spacious up here. So I mean, basically get like an entire other apartment on the top of your home. So less of a two-story, more is almost like an escape. But you got the full bath up here, and then they have it set up smart, right? If you have your extra grandkids, put them up here, won't have to see them. So Mystique's gonna be one of those flexible floor plans for you. Really popular floor plan. Let's go on to the next one. That was a funny sign to show you how far everything is. I like up at the top, it says snow 1,000 miles. So definitely moving down here from Buffalo. Used to live in Montreal as well with my wife. So we definitely moved from Florida to get down here as well. All right, we're gonna be hitting the Stardom floor plan now. The Stardom floor plan now sits in the Echelon series. So think 60-foot wide lots minimum. This is gonna be the 3-car garage options in this series here. Let me show you what we got. This camera flips. You got the nice garage here. They got the front porch elevation. Now this one actually starts at 550, 990, 2269 square feet, depending on how it's arranged. 3-car garage is actually an option in this floor plan. So right when you come in, you got a very, very large oversized office here. One of the larger offices you're gonna see in Del Webb. So for those of you who are still working from home, this is a really nice home office up in the front of the home. I want to come in, I want to show you, you got the wine bar here, and then look how nice and open this floor plan is. Beautiful kitchen. Got the cabinets stacked all the way to the ceiling. So that is an option that they're allowing here. And then what you'll see here is you got the microwave oven combo and then another double oven underneath the stovetop. So gas community, nice to see. You got the farmhouse stainless steel sink. Really nice, almost looks like a quartzite countertop. Really nice backsplash. You got the glass cabinets over there, which is nice. And then just a very open feel, but kind of the main winner of this floor plan is these giant sliders in the back here. So if you're doing a pool like they have out here, kind of a showstopper to be able to open these up and just see your pool from your living space. It adds so much Florida feel to the home. Full, look at that. That's an 8-person dining room table, so plenty of space. Throw up a TV, have some people over to entertain. Now the unique part about the Stardom that a lot of people like is the fact that it feels like it has 2 owner's bedrooms. So I'm going to show you over here. Really good size. Nice walk-in shower, full closet, full bath, single vanity setup because we are not in the owner's bedroom. This is actually the guest bedroom here, almost like a dual master setup. Now we're going to walk across to the actual owner's bedroom. And I think you'll understand what I mean by dual owner's bedroom now. So really big windows on this side. You come in, even more spacious bathroom than the other side. You got the dual vanity setup. Then you got that same 0 entry owner's shower. Same bench there, shelf. And then you got the 2 rain head and the regular shower head too. Look at the size of this closet though compared to some of we've looked at. When you do these custom options, it sure does show the amount of space better than just an empty wire rack shelving. Now, Pulte is not going to actually offer the closet system, so don't be frustrated by that when you get here. There's definitely people aftermarket that can come in and knock that out in a couple days. Show you over here to one of the largest laundry rooms. I've actually seen some customers turn this into an arts and crafts room. Look at the size of this. So they have it set up for the doggos. So pretty cool there. Entryway to the 3-car garage and then your HVAC system. So very nice home. Stardom's going to be your entry square footage into that Echelon series. So really Stardom and Stellar, it's funny because after all the options, they usually price out somewhat similar. So it's just really preference of floor plan. Okay, next Echelon series up, we have the Stellar floor plan. This one's just under 2,500 square feet. This one is going to be a 3-bedroom with an office and 3 full baths. So let me show you the inside of this one. You got the nice high ceilings in here. You got the enclosed office up in the front, which looks really nice. Look how open the Stellar floor plan is. It's a very nice floor plan for entertaining. They got the 0 corner slider there. Really like the options they finished this home in here. They got the dark cabinets. Might be coming a little bit darker on my video than they actually are in real person, but they look really nice. Kind of that gold with the white counters. They ran the marble all the way up as well. It looks very good in person. And then really good size pantry here. They didn't do the double oven option like they did in the other one, but there is an option to do that down there. And then again, this is that 0 corner slider that, you know, costs a lot of money to build, but it sure is a wow factor when you actually come into the home. They got a very nice pool in the back. Something like this pool, you're probably looking at about $150,000 for the pavers, the bubblers, the shelving, and then look at this spillover, really nice hot tub. I mean, this one is a showstopper of a pool with the 0 infinity screen in the back. Looks very nice, and then a covered lanai. And then they actually added the pool bath out there, which very convenient if you have people over. We're gonna jump right into, I'm gonna show you the guest bedrooms first. So we're coming back to the front here, and you got an entire suite up in the front. They got the bay window option, so it makes the room feel even larger. That is an option that's tied to the exterior of your home. I like the counters they did in here. Walk-in shower, tile up to the ceiling. This is a vinyl floor that we're looking at the bottom too. It is not engineered wood, it is vinyl. It's got the beveled edge, so it does look like engineered hardwood. You got the Ecobee thermostats now in all the homes. So those are smart ones that you can set schedules for and everything. And then in here, nice fun laundry. Got the cabinets up top as well, right off of the garage there. And then another guest bedroom. This one's not huge, but it does the trick. Like, you know, you don't want your guests to be too comfortable, to stay too long. And then most of the time you're gonna see 1 bathtub at least in these homes, just for grandkids and resale purposes. Going to the back here, this is that pool bathroom option I was talking about. So nice to have because the door to the outside's right there. You got a full shower, full toilet, very nice to have. And then we'll walk into the owner's bedroom. And as you can see, really spacious, high ceilings. This one would be a drop soffit ceiling as well. Got the pocket door into the owner's bedroom. And then look where they did the bathroom. Makes sense to do that over there as opposed to on this side. And there is no reason that you can't fit all your clothes in this closet. It is the largest closet of the bunch. The Stellar closet is basically most people's flex room, if you will. Then you got the owner's bathroom. They love the owner's bath 6 with the 0 entry. It's a very popular thing in Del Webb communities just because it doesn't have the lip. and most people don't want to deal with the step down and cleaning all that glass. So a lot easier to maintain. But again, this home is just stunning. It really is an entertainer's home. Now again, this one, when it's priced all out, they have a quick move-in up in about the low 700s with a good amount of flex cash. I think if you're building this one from scratch, you're gonna be anywhere from about 725 all the way up to 800 if you're going Mac Daddy. With a pool, I would say comfortably probably around 825. But with the incentives right now, I think now would be a time to kind of to get them to lower that price a little bit. But that's what you would be hiring me for as your realtor. Remember, the commissions are all built into the price already, so you wouldn't be paying me directly. The builder pays me. I'm just looking out for you, helping you make those decisions of what upgrades are worth it. Can we get the best deal? When's the right time to buy? If you guys need any more questions, my name and number are on this. Happy to help you guys. This is gonna fit in the Scenic series. This is called the Hallmark here. So the Hallmark is 1655 square feet. Now this home's gonna be a little bit more narrow because it's on a 40-foot lot. So you're looking at a 30-foot chassis on the home itself. They're gonna show this one with a lot more of the included features, just to guys to give you a feel of kind of what comes in that standard price. So you got the standard countertop, standard cabinet color there. I actually like the cabinet color. I think the backsplash kind of pops well. It's not for everyone, but it actually looks pretty nice the way they did it in here. And then again, this is one of those longer homes, so you kind of got to break it up with the furniture. So they have dining room table in the middle, a nice 6-seat dining room table, and then plenty of space in the gathering room. You got the 2 accent chairs, nice large L sectional, and then the TV wall right here. Impact sliding glass doors in the back. They did the cover lanai, and then they extended the patio, and then have the screen cage in the back. So that's a popular option in this floor plan. Owner's bedroom is in the back here. You're not going to feel the difference in the house size in the owner's bedroom. They did make sure that the owner's bedrooms are a very nice size. You got the finished closet here, so not as big as the last couple we've been through, but good enough. Nice walk-in closet, dual vanity setup, and the enclosed toilet room. So I will show you up here in the front. There is an office and another bedroom kind of tucked behind this wall. So here's the office kind of set up over here. Got a closet, doors, could use it as a bedroom if you need. Another guest bathroom here, and then the second bedroom up in the front here. Hallmark starts at $364, so expect like, you know, low to mid 4s for something like a Hallmark. So not a bad deal for the square footage. And hey, for a lot of you, you know, the Hallmark is going to be, you know, maybe your second home, vacation home, or, you know, you're downsizing and you don't need that 4,000 square foot mansion anymore. So very good option for those of you who've already had that big house and just kind of want to right size, if you will. Or as some people say, downsize. I say right size. So a new product line that they're offering in Webb Sunchase now is kind of the package line. So if you don't want to go to the design center, you don't need all those bells and whistles, but you want kind of a home, kind of like this Cresmeir that we're going to look at. This is about 1665 square feet. So similar to what the Hallmark was. It's going to be priced maybe all in around $10,000 to $15,000 more, but it's going to sit on a wider home site, be a little bit different. And as we're going through, I'll try to point out some of the differences you might not even realize. So, you know, for a lot of you who don't even care or rather just buy a quick move-in, a package works better for you. You kind of get those options. So you got guest bedroom up here, another guest bedroom right up in the front, and then obviously full bathroom right here for those that share. Entry from the garage, you got your laundry room right there. And then look at this, nice little setup. Kind of almost like a little mini Mystique, if you will. Kind of got the dining room, the family room there, nice set of sliding glass doors. I would imagine one of those sliders is extra as a structural option. And then the kitchen. Nice kitchen. Some of the differences you'll notice in the package versus the others, just kind of pass those savings down and be a little bit more affordable. There's no cabinets over the fridge in this one. That's one of the differences. The doors are going to be 6'8" on the first level. Got 2 windows there instead of 3 big windows. Nice size bathroom, really, really good size closet here as well. If you guys are familiar with Del Webb Bayview or Del Webb plans, this is actually what used to be the Prosperity with a couple tweaks. And then they did the nice extended pavers out there all the way out for the lanai. So really nice floor plan. Again, if you don't care about every single bell and whistle possible, don't need a huge home, I would take a peek at the Scenic series and this new series. That's all packages. I would say those are going to be the most comparable for the least expensive homes that you're going to be getting in Del Webb Sunchase. Okay guys, behind me is the new state-of-the-art Solara Clubhouse here in Del Webb Sunchase. It's going to be about 18,000 square feet. You're going to have a restaurant, huge workout facility with a movement studio as well. You're going to have bocce ball, pickleball, covered pickleball, and you're going to have a resistance pool. This is going to be one of the nicest amenity centers in all of Parrish, Florida for active adult. In fact, some would argue the best. Everything that they learned at Del Webb Bayview, they're going to take here and hopefully make it a little bit better. Scheduled to kind of finish probably sometime in the first half of 2027. So general rule of thumb, it's going to take a little bit longer than whatever they're projecting, but I've seen Del Webb do a lot when they say it's going to be done. So I think this is going to be one of the best clubs. Let me show you some of the renderings here of the clubhouse. Let me show you some of the renderings here of the restaurant. You can see the beautiful pool area they have going out here. And Del Webb is going to have a full-time activities director. They're going to have a full-time lifestyle coordinator. Have pickleball courts, walking trails, dog park, community garden as well, which is nice. And one thing I always say about Del Webb's is if you're moving here from someone else, it's a really great opportunity to meet people. If you're moving into a normal community, right, people get wrapped up in their daily lives, they get wrapped up with their kids, and they get so focused that it's tough to go out and meet people anymore. Del Webb engineers the communities for that full community feel. You're gonna have clubs, you're gonna have stuff, events, you're gonna go off-site for some stuff. So Del Webb already has kind of a little bit of an active space and gathering for residents right now before this is built, but this is gonna be a really nice amenity center. I'm happy to show it to you guys. I think it's gonna be one of the best amenity centers for active adults in Parrish.
Okay, now we're going to cover what the CDD and the HOA actually covers, and then we'll go over the expense. The CDD is going to cover your maintenance of the ponds, the pond banks, wetlands, mitigation areas, storm drainage, and pond fountains. The HOA is going to cover all the world-class amenities, maintenance of all the common area landscaping, lawn and irrigation on your home site, 24-hour gate monitoring, speed stream, high stream internet, and streaming TV, and maintenance of all the gated roadways. Now for the CDD fees, these are paid annually with your taxes. You're looking at the Scenic and Leisure Series at $1,319 annually, Distinctive and Passport at $1,588, and then the Echelon Series at $1,991 per year, paid in your property tax bill. There's two portions of the CD. You got the operation and maintenance portion, which is ongoing forever. And then you have the debt portion, which is on a 30-year bond. That's why you see it split up there. Now, the HOA fees for the Scenic and Leisure Series, that is going to be $262 pre-amenity and $402 per month post-amenity center. Distinctive and Passport, you're looking at $270 per month pre-amenity and $410 a month post-amenity. Echelon, $278 pre-amenity, $419.95 monthly post amenity center opening. Now, if you want to look at it holistically, like what is my total monthly commitment for CDD, HOA, and everything? You're looking at Scenic and Leisure Series at $512 per month, Distinctive and Passport at $543 per month, and the Echelon Series at $585 per month. That is CDD and HOA combined.
Welcome to the good life, kick it in the sun.